the same time. From what we were told, that's right. Isn't that what Nick said?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if Nick's
Either
100%
shit,
believable,
or there's something that keeps popping in the middle of the road every time your guys' lights go off.
something keeps popping in the road. Like you see, like something in the road.
Like a silhouette in the middle of the road every time your lights go off.
That's good too if you're seeing that with darkness. It's like
Something right about where the stop sign is. Whoa.
well, you got eyes down there. I'll tell you that.
It said have.
3 sets of eyes you gotta do. I think it's just a bunch of fucking raccoons or something probably on that one. Because that looks like they look like animal eyes.
Yeah.
Bunch of coons.
Yeah. Damn Rakins. Australia Park Boys.
Yeah. That's
my favorite term for him. Because I was gonna say it earlier, I was like, maybe he doesn't watch it.
Fucking
Probably like Rakins.
You fucking want one?
I love Trailer Park Boys.
I love coming out of the freezer at work and my eyes are all, or my glasses are all fogged up. So I start saying around random shit. Like you would. It's so funny.
Yeah, he gets stuck in the freezer, remember? Bubbles when they put him in there.
Yo.
He's supposed to get out sooner, but they forget him.
I actually forgot all about that one.
Oh, I love it. That was a good season, if you remember. I forgot the plot of the...
It's literally, I want to say just 5 to possibly 8 years ago, these tracks were all in. To the point where I was sitting on the tracks.
Oh, yeah.
And
It must have
my
changed.
2007 Focus wouldn't start like this.
Oh, you had one of those incidents? I've heard of that happening.
And I'm
in
not
other
even
spots.
kidding. This was all woods. So this is all relatively new.
Yeah, and then I read
I
last night there's just, again, I might have said this already, but only 2 houses on this road, right? That's what it was telling.
Yep.
That's what it looked like tonight, but...
Yep. And I
I was like,
seen
holy fuck, this is kind of a
2
different
sets of lights up here, this set of lights, the lights in the middle, and then up top, or up front, in the very beginning.
I'm glad it's a good night for it, because last time we came down, we just kind of drove by, checked it out. It was raining pretty bad.
Yeah, you know how you wild.
There's a spot you guys probably know about. You know about 13 Curves?
No.
No? That's closer to Syracuse, ain't it?
Yeah, that's
Where's that again?
Onondaga area, but
Oh, yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, definitely Syracuse.
Where?
yeah, that's the Onondaga Hill.
Yeah, that's where we live.
Yeah, that's
shit.
right near
Well,
there. It's
check
the
it out
13
sometime.
curves.
It's a crazy
The
desolate
13
road like
curves?
this. Very
Really?
windy.
Yeah, it's like basically,
13 curves.
the story was like some newlyweds. Like there's different stories about it. You don't know what one's
It's
like.
kind of like here.
Yeah,
Different
and
legends.
there's newlyweds. Roll.
You want us to roll?
Roll.
Get out of here, kind
Let's
of?
go.
I have rolls. Real fast.
But yeah, these newlyweds, like one was saying they broke down, and the groom went to go get help and stuff, and when the groom came back, the bride was missing, and
Yeah, there's a sign there too.
yeah,
Historical, like folklore sign thing.
and then there's other ones where they got into a car crash right over on the 13th curve. Over the embankment, there's like a river that runs down below, and they were saying that like she died in a car accident right in the river and all the other stuff. And she's also said to appear in your car with you.
Your mom thinks she saw her that night, but I don't know.
She felt her hand right on her hand, pretty much as if she got touched by this bride.
Wow.
And I believe that because
I'm not saying
the way my
that's
mom
true,
like was like literally freaking.
She seemed kind of like
She was
weirded out.
yeah.
Like I don't think she was faking it or anything.
No.
That's
She
crazy.
seemed kind of different after that. Like something spooked her.
Yeah.
The best way to put it for me, but
We grew up for some weird reason all around spirits. So we grew up on Levitt Road out in Mexico.
okay.
And then moved out there after Oswego, which we bounced all over Oswego in our early years. But right when I got to middle school, we moved out to Levitt, and there was one room in particular that she never liked, and she never liked the basement for some weird reason. Well, I went into the room one day, dude, And you ever get that weird stomach feeling like you know something else is with you?
I feel like something's around.
Yeah, so I walk in there and I just get this weird knock in my stomach. So I'm like, okay. So I look over and he's got this small trap door for like, I'm assuming an attic. And I'm like, okay, or another room. But I'm like curious about it. And I'm like, do I really want to go in there? So I go near it, dude. And the freaking entire door itself just starts shaking. Like somebody's on the other side just
like somebody was shaking it.
And
it's very strong energy then if that's happening.
And I'm feeling like
might not be good either.
Dude. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I tell my mom about it, and mom's like, yeah, that's why I said never go in that room. She's like, I had it sealed off for a reason. Because my mom always,
bad in there then.
Yeah, my mom isn't, you know, what you guys do, but she feels weird shit, I guess, and can usually tell.
Some people are more sensitive than others, yeah.
We grew up there, and that was different. And then we moved to another house, probably 2 miles up the road from there. It really wasn't far. But this house had a lot of different stories. I guess it was an old farmhouse.
Okay.
And before that, I don't know what it was before that, but it was a double wide with an old school tiny shed and a old well pump house right on county.
That's normal.
Right on county road, you know, old school. So, we go in there the very first.
I mean, I could.
And
it's really spooky.
Yeah.
As we're unpacking, we're getting all our stuff out. We all hear something. We're like, "What the fuck is that?"
Mm-hmm.
But we're like, we're moving in. Could be anything. Could be a fucking rat. We don't know.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's not for sure, but something.
So we ended up going to bed, and my mom stayed up. And at times you okay, honey?
Yeah.
At times she stayed up.
Starting on TC3.
What's that?
It's another spirit box that we use.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's nice having it through the apps.
Yeah.
Sometimes I question it, but these ones not so much. This one's been good.
Try to remember what
Seems like it's accurate. More so.
I got so many mosquito bites right now.
Oh,
My legs are.
I was gonna say, as I was figuring, the bugs. That's why, like, it sucks. Even in summertime, you're like, yeah, sure. I don't have to wear a hoodie or nothing. I can just walk around in t-shirt and shorts. No, I'm wearing pants and a hoodie still because freaking bugs are bad. Usually, most places.
Actually, I do have pants from there. Do you want me to grab
We want to get more houses and stuff like to do. That'd be awesome, but it's hard to find them sometimes because you're not doing it professionally or anything. It's just kind of like hobby, so to speak.
Possibly good to do that pieces where.
Yeah. That just went up to green.
Oh, really? It moved again?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to look at it more often, but I missed that one.
So anyway, long story short, we moved in, went to bed. My mom felt like something was watching her, so she went out and cooked some food, and something started wiggling on the fucking pans, and she's like, I don't care who you are, you're not physically here, I am, we'll get along, just don't touch my fucking pans. So all of a sudden, all the pans stopped. So all of a sudden, all the pans just stopped, and my mom goes, and she's sitting on the couch, and my dog at the time, we had a boxer, was just staring up above her.
They're very good at something.
And my mom's like, what the hell are you seeing that I'm not? So my mom puts her phone in a really, low point.
Yeah.
I don't know what she did, but she did something. And she takes a picture, dude. Clear as day. She still has it in this way. You see a man. Just a old school man, like a farmer.
Really?
Yup,
Okay.
and you see him. So that's day one.
It sounds like a Conjuring too.
Probably two.
She was along it.
She was along it. Are you talking about the train tracks?
What's the noise in the background?
It's kind of like is it? What's that more supposed to be like? A white noise slash
Yeah, like
echoey?
it's echo white noise, almost like your reverb, but separate, more or less.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause there's a lot to know about this. The equipment alone is pretty involved. There's some cool shit out there. There's a bunch. Like if you want to buy separate equipment and not just do an app,
Is it
you
good
spend
if
some
it
money on
spikes
that stuff.
around the words?
Yeah,
That's how you are?
Yeah.
His name came through that night at Erie Canal Village, but you heard it through like the echo thing, or the white noise part of it. It was clear as day though. Like we have it, I think, on video though too.
Yeah.
Or recorded at least, because we do EVPs too, just regular sound recordings and
So,
stuff.
did you hear the name 13 Curves you guys said in Onondaga?
Yeah,
I'm
13
gonna check
curves.
that out.
Yeah, if you type it in, I'm sure it'll pop right up.
Dude,
Yeah.
I live right on, right in Country View, dude.
Yeah.
Probably
That's
right
funny
there.
how that, no, then, yeah, if you want a good local spot to hit up, that's where you should go. You can do this kind of stuff yourself. Just, even if you want to start with EVPs, that's some of the best evidence I've ever had is through an EVP.
No
Just
kidding.
because I've caught voices and shit through it.
No kidding.
Yeah, I've had
She
some,
does, but I get
I still have all that stuff.
I get
Phone,
sketchy
phone.
sometimes, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I feel like if you mean no harm, there's no reason because, like I was telling you, I grew up with spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you had something in your house like that, that's
My
strong
sister
energy.
my stepsister ended up seeing that man again, but when she took a picture, she seen an orb inside of him, like a purple orb,
almost like a soul.
and you'd see it come up and go brighter, you'd see the man, and she just did a rapid pick, so it'd be 20 picks. So you'd see the man and then go back in the orb and fade out by the time he got out of the kitchen. It was insane.
Yeah.
So a
That's
few
very
months
big.
later,
That's like, that's full apparition.
my brothers and I were all talking shit. We were being kids, you know. We were 12 years old. We thought we were hot shit. We're like, you can't do shit. If you're really that scary, whip the phone. All of a sudden, my mom's house phone smashed. I mean smashed into the back wall. And I'm like, nope. We left, went outside, called my mom off my cell phone. I was like, we fucked up. She's like, are you out of your mind? So she comes back, she tells us to apologize, she apologizes, says we all gotta live here, get along. Did you hear that?
I brushed the side of my truck.
Oh,
just now.
okay.
And that might have been it.
Oh, okay.
I just like lightly tapped
So
it.
even after that, we ended up hanging out one night and we heard like giggling, and we're like, that's not us. And there's a lot of us, we're like, that's not us, it's right outside our trailer. So we go up to the outside and we look out and there's just a little Scottish 8-year-old, like in a little Scottish kilt kind of, running around, doing her own thing.